Music is a fundamental part of everyone's lives. It is a universal language and can convey any emotion. Music has been around since the dawn of man, but started to become well known during the Renaissance period. Music in this period started in Europe in the late 14th century. The first orchestra, organ, opera, and music scales were developed in this time. Classical music became the next period and is defined by its melody with accompaniment. Singing became very popular as well as piano. Well-known composers in this time were Mozart and Beethoven. Romantic music started in the late 19th century and became very expressive and emotional. In the 20th to 21st century, the radio and other technology was developed to help capture and record music. Music performances and videos gained popularity. Amplification and electronic instruments helped revolutionize and push the boundaries of previous periods. Due to our interest in music's rich history, we wanted to know how people in Oconomowoc got into music and playing instruments. Here are the answers.
It's really funny. What got me into music is a friend of mine when I was in high school actually showed up at my parents' house with a bunch of music equipment, and he was kind of a jerky kind of kid with an attitude, and he said, "We're playing music in your basement. This is happening. We all got together and we are gonna make this happen." He showed up with like 5 kids, and we just went down to the basement. I don't know why it worked, but we just like brought all this stuff down, and I had never touched equipment before or like had any kind of background knowledge in music. And he started playing and didn't like how some of the kids he brought over sounded, so he pointed at me and goes, "You're gonna sing." And so I started like screaming stuff in a microphone. And then he handed me a bass guitar and he goes, "You're gonna learn this and you're gonna learn it by next week." And that's kind of what started.
Parents, like growing up, my parents both listened to classic rock all the time, and my dad like listened to a lot more metal, and so I think that's kind of where my music choices came from.
The reason that I got into music is because it's enjoyable, but also it's just kind of a little thing inside of you that you are going after. Should be fun, but it's also a matter of practicing and getting better, and there's something, that desire to it's a passion is what I should say, passion for music. And it is, a great thing. Can't change the world, I don't think, specifically, but it certainly makes the world a better place, I hope. All the great music that's out there, all the great musicians.
My dad, actually, he's been a big inspiration in my life because all throughout my life, like even at the age of 2, he'd be playing like Disturbed in the car, and then it would be like Celine Dion. It's like it would contrast a lot, and I just really like the contrast of everything.
Music, well, like I said, basically my family, I was grew up in a very musical family. My grandfather was also a local jazz leader. He was called the Johnny Crafter Orchestra in the 1930s and 40s and 50s, and he played piano. In fact, playing not so much, but the last probably 20 years, playing in a lot of dance bands, big bands around the Milwaukee area. I would play at the Pfister, or I would play at the Moreland Country Club, and a lot of these other dance halls around Milwaukee, and they were the same places where my grandfather performed in the same venue, same stage. So I thought that was really pretty cool.
I think what really got me into music was my dad, because my dad's really into music, and he's always having me help him download songs and frickin' stuff on his iPod. He's got like over 500, 600 songs, probably spent about $300 on them. And so he'll come up to me and be like, "Oh hey, listen to this song, you like it? I want to download it, go download it for me right now. Okay, let's go." I'm like, "Alright, Dad." And I guess that is what started, because I heard a song that he wanted, and I'm like, you know what? That's pretty good. That's a pretty good song. And so then I just made a playlist of my own on YouTube, because I'm not going to pay for no freaking money for music. And yeah.
Some people like to invent new and interesting instruments.
I've invented a couple of different types of instruments. I'll just go through them one at a time. One is simply a meter stick. Okay? Everyone's played with a ruler on the desk. This is a meter stick. Meter stick, pointers. Okay, these are my 2 pointers. Notice that they're different lengths. Each pointer will provide a different pitch. Like that. And then, as I played the pointers, one time I just by chance hit the chemical safety shower. So those are my instruments.